Well, here's a little story about a small group of pals who never had a knack for impressing all the gals, so they started making bids and they made themselves sight. They called it Rooster Teeth Bud. It means cockbite, digga-ba-da-doom-da-goom. Well, Bernie ate some sandwiches, I've got some tattoos. Gus was a Mexican and Joel was caboose. It all started out as a simple little plan. Now a few years later, we all call ourselves our fans. They're our weekly trusted source in movies, tech, and games, and occasionally a thing or two about the latest coaching change. So grab your beer check and pop down on your ass for this holiday episode of the Drunk Tank Podcast.
Hey, it's the holiday podcast.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Is it like being back in
Alabama?
It was the instrumental parts that were the best.
I just don't understand how you guys got my dad to do an intro.
What I want to know is, at what point did he wake up like in the middle of the night and go, I should mash up a holiday theme and the Beverly Hillbillies intro? Like, those two things just naturally go together. And you know what? I don't think anyone could have possibly followed up last week's intro. Did you ever find out who made that awesome intro?
No, I don't. I never did.
Jeff is wildly signaling to
No,
himself.
Gus was fucking with stuff, and now I lost an ear.
Is that better?
I can still only hear it in my left ear. It was weird.
Should see a doctor.
You've
I don't think Gus is.
That's
so you
better.
should-
Thank
Is that
you.
better?
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
podcast, we had to move locations.
We had to move locations today, so we're dealing with technical issues. There's a guy with a drill and some cameras in my office, and rather than ask him what he was doing or how long it would take, I just moved all my equipment to another room. I try to avoid the human
in
interaction,
typical nerd
or
fashion.
confrontation whenever possible. So now we're in our conference room / Monty's closet.
Well, he moved out, so it's mainly just boxes of crap now.
Mainly just boxes of money stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, money stuff's still here?
Is that money stuff right there?
This looks like old office stuff.
there's clothes. And
I'm
shit
pretty
in here.
sure that's not the office pillow.
Yeah, you're probably right.
This room though nobody has claimed it yet. This is our space for growth in here.
Yeah,
and clearly we needed it.
I'm gonna fucking claim it now. I'm gonna piss all over it. This is my room.
Jesus,
All right.
Like an animal.
Great.
is that what it takes?
Yeah, that's what it takes. In this office? Hell yeah.
Well, hey,
Have you seen what people do to trash in this office?
Gus is making a joke about that Brandon sent an email that was just a picture of the trash can, and he didn't like the way someone was throwing away trash.
I think
Well,
it was
there
because
was
there
no-
was no bag in
Yeah,
the trash.
There was no
lining.
bag in the trash. Okay, I'll fess up. It was me. After I ate my Chipotle yesterday, I went out to throw my trash away, and I just threw it in the can. I didn't look. Apparently, there was no bag in there, and Brandon doesn't like that.
He sent
And
out a mass email.
He sent a mass email calling me out, and I stand by my trash disposal protocol.
Let me ask you a question. It's fucked up. I agree. It's fucked up to throw trash into a trash can with no bag. But also, if you're not looking and you just like toss it, I can see how you would make
Yeah.
that. Because there's like our trash can has a little like a lid.
So you
that
can't
has
see
a
into it.
little hole in it, so
Yeah.
you just like throw it in the hole.
So-
How do you know who's the asshole who took the bag out and didn't replace
That's
it?
what I said.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't-
Yeah, no,
That's-
seriously,
this is the serious criminal.
That's the culprit right there.
That's the person at fault. Is the person who took out the trash bag and then didn't replace
Who's
it.
doing
Okay.
half a good deed?
I can understand what you guys are saying. However, Brandon is the only person in the office who ever takes out recycling or trash, and he's probably just fucking sick of it.
So then
Yeah,
he
well,
should be fucking used to it.
I would say he's one of only two people who do it.
Also-
I also do it.
That's like
So you
saying Jeff and Jack are the only people who do Achievement Hunter. That's because it's our job. Brandon's job is to take out our
is
trash.
that really? Is that his
Yes, it's
title?
in his job
It's
description.
in-
Do you really think that? Do you really think that like there's someone in this company whose job it is to take out the trash?
Yeah.
Like we all make trash.
Brandon Farmahini.
What? Okay, we were all here at the beginning of the company. When was that your job?
It's
And,
never
like,
been my job.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
never been your job either, has it? Gus?
It wasn't on the list of requirements when I applied for this
Yeah.
position.
So you guys came in at above whatever level
Well,
the trash
when
level
we came
is.
in, we were in your house.
Yeah, fucking it up.
So there was already a trash system in place. So we came in and we didn't fuck with what was already working.
So
we
you-
don't rock the boat.
Yeah.
We are a cog that fits in anywhere you put us.
That's right.
We
but
adapt.
not in the trash or help around the office kind of way.
Fuck no. This cog doesn't go that way.
Who the fuck are you fooling here? Yourselves or are you fooling me? Not fooling anybody.
All I care about is fooling Brandon.
And when I take out the trash, I take out the trash because I don't want to look at a mountain of trash. I don't want to watch people do that fucking Jenga they do when the trash gets over the lid and they just see how high they can stack it. Like Richard Dreyfuss
let me ask
in
you.
Close
Let
Encounters.
me ask you a question. When you take out the trash, do you put a bag in the trash can?
Yeah, in fact,
All right. Well, then you do your job correctly. Congratulations.
I'll tell you something
Yay
else
for
I do.
Bernie.
I actually put other bags in
At the bottom
of the
The
trash
bottom.
right.
can.
That's considerate.
Good
All
job,
I'm saying
Bernie.
is-
So what we're saying is, Bernie, you've done a great job this year.
Congratulations, Bernie.
Take out the fucking trash, guys. You know what's the other thing too? Well, how about everybody wash out their own damn coffee mug? Since
Yeah.
we're on the subject,
I do that every day.
I don't even use a coffee mug.
I wash out my coffee mug every time I use it.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Jeff has makeup on for continuity, and it's really fucking me up.
Yeah, I had to do some reshoots a few
Well,
minutes ago.
I had to make him look worse.
Some
because of
really
the thing
gross
that-
reshoots.
He freaked me
Yeah.
out when he came in. Yeah, he has to look worse. That's a good way to put it. And when he came in my office, I was like, "Dude, what is wrong with you?"
Yeah, but
it really
what the
fooled
fuck
me.
happened to you? You were fine 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, like you look kind of pale and
Yeah.
red-eyed and ghastly at this
Yeah,
point.
you look kind of terrible.
He has
Well,
the
you're about
sunken
to.
eyes.
You're about to go into makeup.
Good
Gus.
job, Griffin.
I gotta wash it all off and do another reshoot after this podcast.
I can't believe
too.
you're able to work with this body and make it look worse. I mean, that really speaks to your talent. Okay, we should get on task here.
Okay.
No.
We have
To take out the trash.
We have to take the trash out. We got to end the podcast. We have to do our nominations for Drunk Tank Awards.
Okay.
Should we come up with a name for the awards, like the Academy Awards or the Oscars?
What would you call them? The drunkies?
The drunkies, the Deweys, the DUIs.
I like the DTs. Right?
The DTs is good.
We'll put it out to the community. See if anyone come up with anything.
Do we
good.
really want to give people a trophy that says DUI on it?
Hell yeah!
Are we have trophies this year?
We'll work on them. We got to get something new.
The trophies last year were tremendous.
We gotta beat them.
Yeah, try
We
to
were
beat
told.
this.
I'm not going to say who, but I was told that one of the people we gave it to could not put it in their trophy display case because they couldn't endorse alcohol consumption along with their brand.
Why?
I don't know. That was just like a deal. So
Out them. Who
Yeah.
couldn't do it?
BioWare.
Oh.
Really? They wouldn't?
Yeah, they had to take they could not put the trophy in their case. So because it has a beer can on top of it.
I got news for you, dude. After fucking Commander Shepard saves the universe, the dude's gonna have a drink.
It's like,
He's sitting
you-
in his
you-
little captain's
you can
quarters,
get drink and
getting
fuck in Mass
getting a
Effect.
dance from
What's up
Talia
with that?
while he drinks some cognac. That's
Guess who's
bullshit.
not winning an awards this year?
Yeah, no kidding.
BioWare.
maybe if our trophy had a blue skinned stripper on top of it, that would be acceptable.
A blue skin stripper having lesbian sex out on Fox News.
Cross species lesbian sex.
Or if it was an orc covered in 400 gallons of blood.
All I'm saying is,
Lord.
too, if you're going to get a lesbian cross species encounter, you've got to liquor that girl up. You know, I mean, you got to do something.
You got to grease the wheel a little
You
to
do.
make that happen.
You're not just walking into that.
You better have a lot of space credits if you are. Okay. Seriously, BioWare, we love you.
Yeah, put the damn trophy in the
Put
case.
the damn trophy in the fucking case. And I want to see it, too. So invite me fucking over and show me that it's in the
Thanks
case.
in advance for the beta code you're definitely going to give us for Knights of the Old Republic.
We can't put that in the trophy case either.
Sorry. We already deal with one space property. We can't deal with another. Okay.
It would be awesome, though, to be in such a position as a company like, oh, we have so many trophies.
Yeah.
Which one do we keep out of the case?
I guess we can't keep the beer one in the case. We're so fucking famous and popular.
Woohoo. Well, I like how we all reverted to that voice. Okay. So what are our categories?
Oh, shit, dude. You got a...
I got a fucking book. It's filled with serial numbers. You see that shit?
Hold on,
Yeah,
let
it
me
is.
see. Gus has a notepad. What is this? Tribeca Film Festival?
Fuck yeah.
How'd you get that?
Did you go to the Tribeca?
I think I got it from our DVD distributor.
Oh, is that our different?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I presented there a panel on Xboxes. Okay, so our categories are
Okay.
Best Online Video,
Yes.
Best Movie,
Yes.
Best Trailer,
Yes.
Best TV Show,
Yes.
Best DLC,
Yes.
and we forgot to mention last week Best Game.
Best
I think
video
that goes
game.
without saying.
Best game, do we want to throw best mobile game in there?
I suggested that last podcast. I don't know if it's
I
necessary.
don't want to overcomplicate it.
Okay.
I say let's keep it to the
Also,
basics.
it would just be called the Angry Birds Award.
Yeah. Do you think Roxio would put the? It's not Rovio would put
Rovio,
the trophy in their trophy case?
I don't know.
What about online personality of the year? I nominate Jeff.
Thank you.
Nominate me.
How about podcast of the year?
Podcast of the
Drunk
year.
Tank.
Drunk Tank. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Which
I have to vote for NPR.
Car Talk.
Car Talk. And wait, don't tell me. All right, which one do you want to start with?
I start from the top. Best online video.
Online video. I'm writing these down to make it fucking official in my Tribeca Film Festival.
Now, Jeff, you were whining today.
I wasn't whining. I was just saying I couldn't think of a lot of really good online videos for the year.
Jeff was
I got
whining
nervous
today, Gus.
I really have no idea who got a hold of my of my book.
Someone drew Gus as a frag doll and then wrote boobs, boobs, boobies next to it. And whoever wrote it looks like they were writing like a third grader. Let me ask you a question.
Probably Joel.
Because
Yeah,
you're one of
it's
these.
pretty-
You're one of these guys, I think.
I
Jeff,
am a
'cause
guy.
You're obsessed with boners. Why do guys draw dicks so much? Like,
I'm not one of those dudes.
But you love the
not true.
everything that you do has the word boner in it. Every username.
I think it's a funny word. Boner could it doesn't. It's not that it means a dick. It's just a funny word. Like there are words that I like because they're fun to say. Boner's just fun to say. I also like the word bracket.
So you like the feel of boner in your mouth. Is what you're getting at.
Yeah, I like the way
tickles
boner
you.
rolls off the tongue. So, but no, I'm not a guy that draws a lot of dicks.
But why do you guys do that? Why don't
You draw some
guys
dicks.
draw?
I mean, everybody
boobs all
draws
the
some
time?
dicks.
When I was growing up in first grade, everyone I knew drew boobs. I didn't know any dude who
Boobs
drew,
are really
who
not that
drew
fun to
dicks.
draw, though. It's like
Yeah, they would just draw W's essentially.
Take it back, Griffin.
rounded W's.
no, but I mean, if you had to draw a dick or some boobs, I would rather draw a dick because it's just more fun to draw. I think.
Okay.
We should take a poll.
Okay,
And then we'll draw some polls.
vote now. Okay, best online video.
Okay, who goes first?
I'm gonna nominate. Let's go with some obvious ones right off the bat.
Okay.
Double Rainbow.
Yeah, Double Rainbow's
Yeah.
my nomination.
And if you haven't heard
was-
Double Rainbow, it's the guy who's clearly in an altered state of mind,
What do you
whether
want?
it's
What
ecstasy
state?
or ecstasy.
I think it's mushrooms.
I think so
I'm
too.
guessing mushrooms.
I'm gonna make.
I'm guessing it's just pure joy.
I'm gonna make another nomination
Endorphins.
and follow it up with a question. I'm gonna put Bed Intruder song in here as well, or Bed Intruder, I should say, and then ask which of these videos are we nominating: the originals or the Schmo Yoho songs based on them?
Like the Auto-Tune the News ones?
Right.
I don't know if they
I
call
would-
themselves Auto-Tune the News
I
anymore.
would say the original.
The original.
I agree.
Okay.
You gotta honor the original artist.
But then,
Yeah.
so then, is the auto-tuned version a separate video, and does it deserve its own
Yeah, I
nomination?
think that
I would
their
think so.
videos, you know.
Yeah.
if you want to, sure.
Because I think they do.
I think some Auto-Tune. I would even say the Double Rainbow, the original artist, was better than the Auto-Tune song, but the Bed Intruder as an Auto-Tune song was better than
Yes,
the original.
I definitely agree.
I didn't like either of those.
I think the
personally.
Autotune song helped get that video out more, though, the original.
The Double Rainbow?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
Autotune thing kind of spread and then helped push that one video.
Yeah, but Auto-Tune, they do pick up stuff that it's a meme, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's something we should point out, too, that I didn't know, and that is that when the Auto-Tune the News guys make a very successful video, they make money from that, and from ads and
Yeah.
I don't know from what else. Maybe T-shirts or things like that. But they actually give money back to the original people. Apparently they gave, I want to say they gave half the money they made from the Bed Intruder song to the guy
Oh, really?
in it. And he bought his mom a house. He was able to get his mom into a house because of it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hopefully somewhere where they're not snatching your women up.
Yeah,
Snatching
Right.
your husbands up.
Yeah, hopefully somewhere a little safer. I've got another. I'm looking through. I made a few bookmarks of
I have
stuff
one
to talk about. What's up?
I feel like it's not as fun. It's not as cool as last year's, but I feel like we have to have a drunk guy.
Oh, I think
So
that
the drunk guy walking up the street, trying
Oh.
to walk up the street.
Oh,
Yeah.
with
I
the
haven't
guy
seen
who
that
falls to the fence?
Yeah.
I might
Wait,
ar-
there were two drunk guys walking up the street. One falls into the fence, and then the other one is like walking up a hill, and he can't make it
Walking
up
up
the
a hill and can't make it up the hill.
So which one are you talking about?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the guy who falls to the fence. I got another drunk guy to put in here too. The guy at the concert who can't get his sandal back
Oh,
on.
that's a
Oh,
good
that's
one.
a good
my
one.
God,
That's a good
that's
one.
a great one.
Yeah.
Well, I got another one here. Not a drunk guy. Was the dude who raps about being in quarantine a video from this year?
I want to say it was. It wasn't nominated last year.
No, I would definitely put that in here.
Yeah, the quarantine rapper.
Quarantine rapper.
I'm also going to put in the instant rave, how to start a movement.
That's
Video.
a cool video.
Very cool video. Very
Yeah.
inspiring video. Especially, I'm going to specifically say the guy who mentioned it at TED Talk because the way he recontextualized it was great. Have you seen that, Griffin? Yeah, we'll show it
pretty
to you
impressive.
afterwards.
Yeah.
And all these videos will be linked. You can actually kind of click them as we're going through here, right, Gus?
Yeah, you should be able to in the enhanced podcast.
If you have an
if
enhanced-
you're listening to the MP3 one, then go get on your fucking 486 computer and load up Internet Explorer 3
Wow.
and check out our fucking link dump.
Listen to the ire in his voice. Yeah, if you're half a generation behind, fuck you. Suck a dick.
MP3, what is this, 1999? Go fucking find our podcast on Napster.
I'm a big fan of the one-off videos, and I got to say that Bois Go has got to be nominated.
What's that one?
I'll play for you. What's wrong with the internet? Why can't I get anywhere?
Oh.
Is the wireless back up?
Wireless? Yeah, it's all working.
I seem to be
the-
having issues.
The other one,
Why
while
is
you're
the
while they're
working?
working that out, the other one I was thinking of was, of course, our old favorite, The Woman Goes Crazy in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for New Year's because I got to make my resolutions. McNuggets, no more bullshit.
And I think that's about all I had.
Did I say Bois Go? I meant Go Bois.
Go
That's-
Bois.
It's very important.
I don't know what that is.
So Go Bois.
How do you spell that?
Go! Exclamation point. Bois! Exclamation point.
Oh, is the one from like the Eastern European American Idol on there? Is that this year?
Ken Lee?
Ken Lee?
No,
Is Ken
that's
Lee-
an old one.
Oh, it's old.
It's,
Man.
it's a woman
I
on
just discovered it.
Hungarian Idol trying to sing.
yeah.
Can't Live Without You. What's the name of the song?
I can't-
Mariah Carey.
Can't live.
Can't
it's,
Live.
It's actually Harry Nilsson. Mariah Carey just covered it.
Oh, is it true?
Yeah.
Okay. I also think we should nominate at least one Freddie W. video because I think he was the standout artist on YouTube or in the video scene this year. He came out of nowhere.
All right.
So
Probably
what
the
about the
flower video.
flower video, the
Yeah.
flower power warfare
Yeah.
video?
Oh, that one's really good.
Man, I'm having trouble loading anything on here.
Uh-oh. Jack was having a terrible time uploading earlier.
Uh-oh.
It's because I kept breaking the internet. that
Oh,
was
yeah.
my fault.
It was just going slow.
Like I can't even load the page. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get to it here in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think
Technical
we should,
difficulties.
We should cut off our online video nominations there
At 30?
10 or so.
And we'll pare it down to 5.
Yeah, sure.
And then how's this process work?
We
Oh,
we
I
put
stumped
up
you there.
we put up a poll and people can vote, but we throw out all their votes and we make a decision.
Okay.
And we'll air our decisions next week.
Okay. There you go. That's funny. I have no memory of how we did it last year at all.
Yeah.
We have a rapist here in Lincoln Park.
See, I didn't like that video very much. I don't think it was that funny.
I thought that guy was great.
It's great.
Yeah.
All right, so next category is best movie.
What about I Hate Iceland? Remember that guy? The
Oh
Scottish
yeah, the guy on Headline News or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, that was great. Anyway, we'll move on.
Okay, yeah. So we're moving on to best movie.
Okay, best movie.
So, best movie of the year. Well, I would say most people would say we instantly have to include Inception.
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people liked Inception. However, I would say that Inception has competition for even being the best sci-fi movie of the year.
With Star Trek?
No. I'm gonna throw a dark horse in there. I'm gonna say Book of Eli, which came out in January.
Great movie.
Oh, that's really good.
Of all the movies I saw this year, there's something about Book of Eli that just stuck with me, man. So I'm gonna put that up for nomination for best movie of the year.
All right. Luckily, that
I really
is
like
that
that
is a
movie.
movie I've seen as well.
And everything in it is distress, which I love.
I would have said Book of Eli until last week when I saw Exit Through the Gift Shop. That's my movie of the
Oh,
year.
God. That's
Not
a
for
great
sci-fi,
movie.
but
that
just
up
for
there?
general movie of
Yeah.
the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
General movie of the year.
That is the Banksy documentary.
Oh my God. Such a brilliant film.
It's Exit Through the Gift Shop is such an incredible analysis of art by artists.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to hear them be so honest about what they do.
It's such a cliche thing to say, but that film works on so many different levels. It's pretty
Well,
awesome.
and we were still talking about it for like 2 days after that, which
Oh
I think
my
is always
God.
a great sign of a movie.
yeah.
I'll
But are
definitely
we
have to
doing
check-
are we doing purely sci-fi right now or
No, whatever. Throw it
Okay.
out there.
So if I'm going to nominate some other stuff, we haven't seen Tron yet. We
No.
should make that clear. We're going to see Tron. So we have to just mention in nominations and probably also True Grit. We have to include them and then see them before we can whittle it down.
Absolutely.
So
Well, everything I've heard about True Grit, everyone loves it.
that's true.
It looks tremendous.
It looks great.
Great trailer.
Yeah, it looks very cool.
Yeah.
Let's address things that I think our audience would nominate.
Okay.
And I don't think we would necessarily nominate. Kick-Ass and Scott Pilgrim.
No thanks.
Do we want to talk about either one of those?
I liked Kick-Ass. I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, but I don't know if I would nominate it for like movie of the year. But people like it.
I didn't see Scott Pilgrim. I thought Kick-Ass was okay.
You liked it at the
I
time.
thought it was okay. It was okay. I didn't
Yeah.
love it.
It wasn't like movie of the year.
I watched The Other Guys for the second time last night. I liked that way more.
Yeah, the other guys. That's interesting. I always try to think like back when I can think about a movie, like how many moments I instantly recall from the movie to impact me.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I say Big Lebowski, it's like wham, like 40 things all at once I'm thinking about
Yeah,
from that movie.
absolutely.
Scott Pilgrim, I can make an effort and I can't tell you things that happened in that movie. It was just like it was a very in the moment movie, but it's just like it made no long lasting impact on me. I could almost say the same thing about Inception.
Yeah.
There's some really cool things that happen in Inception. You know, that low gravity elevator scene on the second tier of their adventure. That was incredible.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never seen anything like that in a movie. But overall, what were we left with? There were some cool discussions about it.
It's true. I liked Inception, but I wasn't left wanting to watch it again. I wasn't left with the cool. Really, I didn't think it was like people thought it was had this great plot twist, and there's like let's
It wasn't
discuss
twisty at all.
was
It
it
was
real or not. It was a pretty straightforward film, and I didn't think that the hook at the end really was that. I mean, it didn't leave me wondering.
Made some great memes though.
It made some good memes.
And also, I saw so many comparisons to it and The Matrix, like them people mashing it up, and it just reminded me of how similar those two movies are, and how
Yeah.
The Matrix is really just, man, that was a great movie, man.
Matrix is a good film.
Yeah, we're talking, guys. We kind of passed over Kick-Ass and Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
Do you want to defend either one of those or nominate them for movie of the year?
No.
Okay.
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 And I
so-
realize a lot of our audience loves those two movies. You know, if Jack were here, he probably would say one of those two has to be movie.
Well,
of the
there's a reason he's not. So I had the last ones I wrote down here were Tron and True Grit. Were there any others after that?
year. No, I think,
No, not really.
so we have Inception, Book of Eli, Tron, and True Grit.
Do you want to throw something maybe a little more commercial out there?
Exit through the gift shop. Don't forget that
I
one.
forgot that one.
Yeah.
Like Toy Story 3.
Oh, you know what? I was actually thinking about that on the way in, and then I lost track of it. I think that was great, and especially for a third to be that like,
That's
it
strong.
might have been. It might have been. The
Oh,
best.
so- What
do
about
you,
the-
do you endorse it?
Yes.
Okay.
What about The Social Network? I haven't seen it, but people loved it.
It was really good. I saw it. I thought it was tremendous.
Is it deserving of being on this list?
Before we put Toy Story 3 down on paper, though, can I suggest that we kind of compare it to How to Train Your Dragon?
I haven't seen that, but you did, Jeff.
I did see it. Yeah.
I actually thought that was a really good movie, and you know, DreamWorks is always kind of trailing Pixar, but I thought How to Train Your Dragon was really, really good.
Shit, you know what I saw the other day that I thought was pretty good, and I'm surprised. I thought Shrek 4 was pretty good.
Get the fuck out of here!
I hated Shrek 1 and 2. I never
Oh,
saw
you
3.
never saw one. You saw 2 and 3.
Oh, I hated them, but I thought Shrek 4 was okay. I also saw Megamind. That wasn't bad.
Megamind is really good.
Yeah, but
Megamind is good.
I wouldn't say that How to Train Your Dragon is better. It's on the level of Megamind to me.
Toy Story 3 was really good.
Toy Story 3 was like, hey, what happened at the end, Griffin? Do you remember? Like,
She's such an asshole.
I was able to make her cry for about 3 weeks after that, just by
Yeah.
getting her to tell me the last 5 minutes of the movie.
She had to like storm
So
out.
like,
didn't
the
she,
mom
to-
was alone in the room, and the room was empty. Is that
I
what?
don't want to talk about it. I don't wanna
Why
talk
was the
about
room empty? Where were the kids?
Yeah, where did Andy go?
Did
I
they
don't
abandon
remember.
her?
And what happened to the
it. Can you let go of that, please?
I still do, though. I want to know what, and we're going to talk. There's probably going to be some spoilers in our year-end wrap-up. Sorry if you're going to get stuff spoiled for you, but I guess it's to be expected. But from Toy Story 3, I really want to know what the fuck happened to Bo Peep. I thought that was like a misdirection at the beginning of the movie, that they casually mentioned that she wasn't there anymore and something had happened to her, and I thought, oh, they're going to go to the attic and she's going to be in a box in the attic and they're going to be reunited. Nope.
Wait, was she in the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Nothing happened to her at the end?
What's that?
It was just like he was just sad because she moved on.
Well, like I think a lot of
I
time
think
had passed.
the little sister had Bo Peep or something, right?
Yes, yeah, she was like a little porcelain doll, so I think she was the sister's toy, but somehow was in Andy's room all the time.
Yeah.
And it didn't make much sense
Oh,
why
I was-
Andy had that toy in his room.
Yeah, I guess it must have been hers, right? Like, I never understood why she was
Yeah.
there either.
No,
Was
I
the
don't know.
crib in Andy's room?
No, I don't think so.
In the first one? No, right?
No, I think it might have been.
Yeah, I, think
feel
it
like
might
it
have
was
been the
there.
first one.
Yeah.
Like there was something with the crib in the first one.
We'll have to rewatch and find out.
Yeah,
That's not going to happen.
that's a creepy family.
Oh, you know what? This is funny. Just to bring up, maybe we don't. Do we have time for a side story?
I don't know.
Why
We're
not?
action packed.
All right,
Go
I
ahead.
can
Go
talk
ahead.
about
I'm
it.
just giving you shit, I'm
I
giving you
could
shit.
make it into a comic. Monty was talking about how he could really relate to the Sid character or whatever. Sid is the neighbor, like the kid who like
Yeah.
tortures toys. He's like, I was just like that as a kid. I was like taking all my stuff apart, putting it back together in a weird way. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, he became like a garbage man after high school. And he's like, well, okay, I guess I'm not. Well, wait, how old was he there? Like 19? Yeah, we'll wait 10 years and see where he's at. So in 10 years, hopefully we'll see some.
Toy Story 7, Sid'll be
It'll be Monty.
yeah.
The question is, will Sid put another bag in the can after he takes the trash out? That's the question.
Will he somehow spill coffee on the wall 8 feet up in the air?
Not many people know what you're talking about, though. That Sid is actually from Toy Story 1.
I didn't even notice that, and you pointed it out to me.
He's in
Yeah.
Toy Story 3. He's the guy who collects the garbage.
And he puts like this is spoilers, but puts one of the toys on the front.
And can I say, he looks happy as hell as a garbage man? Like, that dude found his place in life, and he liked
I
it.
thought it was weird he had the same shirt he had when he was 7.
Yeah, well,
Waste
you
not,
find
want
what
not.
you find what you like and you fucking stick with it.
Charlie Brown's been wearing the same shirt for 60 years. Nobody says anything about that.
Clearly, yeah, well, he also never grew up. That's kind of strange. And clearly Sid was very good about recycling, or just stretching the use of toys. Sid you can kind of like change the perspective of Toy Story and do it from Sid's perspective. It's like, I don't waste my toys. I reuse them and I'm
Yeah.
great.
My parents don't have a lot of money. I got to be creative.
Andy's some little asshole, and the rich kid next door who just throws
like-
everything away.
We have tons of new toys and just fucking throwing them everywhere.
Andy
Not
sure
all of us are
loses
so
his
goddamn
toys.
fortunate.
Andy loses his toys a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And he doesn't seem to affect them. It's like, oh, where'd they go? Oh, well. Oh, wait, they're in the car with me. Oh, great.
Yay.
Everything's great for Andy, you fucking prick.
No idea what they went through.
Off he goes to Dartmouth.
So they need to make Sid's story. essentially.
Yeah, I would watch it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It'd be interesting.
All right, I'm going to throw some out there that I can't believe you two have not mentioned. One is the Harry Potter movie.
Was not that good.
Yeah.
Really?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It
It
was
was
okay.
okay.
It was
But
okay.
it had Voldemort in it. That was my Voldemort impression, by the way. What do you think?
Awesome.
Perfect.
I had to get rid of my nose.
You
so it was
nailed it.
difficult.
Your Voldemort is also your impression of everyone in Amsterdam.
Hello, how are you? Jackass 3D. Where's that?
Oh, yeah. You know the problem I have with Jackass 3D? It wasn't as good as Jackass 2.
The
I
narrative kind
agree.
of fell apart.
I liked it a lot. Don't get me wrong. Great movie. But it's hard for me to think of nominating that for Film of the Year when it wasn't as good as its previous
Okay.
iteration. I don't know.
Okay.
Am I not writing either of those down?
I guess not.
Well,
Okay.
write it down. Sure, put it in there.
You'll put it
I mean,
in there? Which one? Jackass 3D?
I'll put Jackass 3D in there, sure. My two movies are Jackass 3D and Exit Through the Gift Shop.
You're just taking the cool guy ones.
Why
I
do we only get
guess.
2? That means we have 8.
What?
He says he
it
gets
is.
2 movies.
I'm just saying those are the only two I'm
Oh,
going to
oh,
nominate.
yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
There's,
fuck it.
there's no rules.
Yeah.
What is it in the Oscars now? They have 10 movies
10 fucking movies.
nominated for Best Picture.
Uh-huh.
Stupid. All right. Were there any others that you want to put on there?
That means 10 movies. That means every weekend you go to the box office, you have a 1 in 5 chance of there's a movie that's out that's the best picture of the year. That's stupid.
It's stupid.
Very stupid.
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 Just do it.
I'm going to nominate Best Movie none of us saw, but we all probably should have seen it, which is The Town.
Yeah, people love that movie.
And it looked good. And I really want to like Ben Affleck as a writer and all that. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't go see the damn movie.
I kept wanting
Yeah.
to see it, but every time I would see a trailer for it, I'd go watch The Departed. Like, I don't know, it was weird. In my mind, they were kind of so similar. I was like, oh, yeah, I should watch The Departed again. I'd go watch The Departed.
Oh, wait a second. I just thought of another movie. Is the Mark Wahlberg Fighter movie?
The Fighter comes out this week.
Oh, it comes out this week?
I think so.
I hear that's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
We should write it
The
down.
Town and The Fighter are both supposed to be tremendous.
That's the problem. When
Let's
you do
write them down, and then by the time we come back for next week, we will have seen them both.
Yeah.
And listen, we're not. I mean, the movies we nominate are like movies that people actually watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not going out and trying to pick an Oscar winner. But that's the problem. Is that at the end of the year, that's when they stack all the Oscar contenders because it's fresh in everybody's mind. It's the end of the year, and they get nominated. Like I had forgotten Book of Eli, not an Oscar contender, but I had forgotten it was this year, and luckily it was in January. But it came out like January 11th, right, Gus?
I don't remember. It was pretty early, though. Okay, should we move on to Best
Do you want to
Trailer?
recap real quick?
Okay,
Just real quick.
I have written down Inception, Book of Eli, Exit Through the Gift Shop, Tron, True Grit, Toy Story 3, Social Network, Jackass 3D, The Town, and The Fighter.
Okay.
A great movie that you guys probably never saw too, which is now in DVD, made by some friends of ours, the Duplass brothers, is Cyrus.
Oh, is that good?
Fuck! It's so good.
I almost rented it the other day.
I see ads.
Put it down.
I
Put
see
down
ads-
Cyrus.
I see ads for it all over Break.com.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting a lot of good marketing for that. It made a lot of money.
It's on-
It made $7 million at the box office.
It's
dude.
on Zune Marketplace, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
You should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Those guys have a very distinct style now. It's
Mumblecore.
yeah, mumblecore. But I mean, those characters. Those are the Jonah Hill character and the. I always want to say C. Thomas Riley.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Thank you. C. Thomas Howell. John C. Reilly. Those characters are unlike any characters I've ever seen in a movie before, but they're instantly relatable. So it's cool. I would definitely recommend to watch
Yeah,
that.
if it's on Zoom, I'll definitely check it out.
I'll probably watch it tonight.
That's the thing I like is when we nominate movies that have been out for a while that I can get very easily and I have
Yeah.
to go to the theater.
The
Theater.
theater?
The theater.
Let's hear you talk another language.
Oh, is this your second language? English?
Let's hear your Spanish.
On my ESL courses.
You realize-
it's a very painful memory.
You realize vulgarity does not count as a first language. You realize
It does the way I use it.
rage is his second language.
Best trailer,
Okay.
Ooh,
which is intentionally vague. It could be a video game trailer, a movie trailer.
I'm going to
It could be
nominate
a double wide.
the Uncharted 3 trailer as my favorite trailer of the year.
Get out of here. He's in the fucking desert walking around in sand.
It was great.
Fuck now.
Okay.
I also like the True Grit trailer.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. Those are my two. Because we each get two.
Man.
This is. I feel like this is a hard category to
It is.
grasp.
Last year was easy.
The True Grit one
It's
was
open-ended.
actually a really good trailer.
Yeah,
But you already
it was
said
good.
it, so.
This year, there was the Hope trailer, right? The Old Republic Hope trailer. That was this year.
Hope.
Debuted around Comic-Con.
Oh, Fable 3 had a really good trailer.
Oh, that was the cinematic intro that they just released.
No. The trailer where they're pulling down the
Okay.
Fable 3 trailer where
Yeah,
they're pulling
yeah.
down the statue. That's a great trailer. That's got the music in the background.
Yeah.
This is what I know we're going to miss one. And it's obvious, so we reserve the right to add on later.
Were there I'm trying to think. Did they have any trailers for Reach? I know they had the cinematic.
They had the
one
beta
where-
trailer with the floating text. They had the TV.
the TV
ad.
commercial where they take the bomb up to the ship.
Yeah.
where Cat's running with it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Deliver Hope, right?
Is that what that was
Deliver
called?
Hope.
Like, that's why I thought you were talking about it first.
No, I was talking about Hope from Old Republic.
I still like the ODST trailer better, but that Deliver Hope trailer was really good. Could you even nominate like the Call of Duty commercial with people walking and firing at each other? Or does that not count?
I mean, no, but see, then they were getting into like a weird space. Is it commercial or is it just
Marketing. Yeah.
Right. Let's just do trailers.
Like the same thing about that.
Well,
that with the Deliver Hope, I had the same feeling
But
about it.
it did have a 2-minute version of it, too.
Right, but it's not really a trailer because it's not gameplay.
Well, no. I disagree with that. I think you could have a trailer that doesn't show gameplay.
I agree with that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could you have a movie trailer that doesn't show any of the movie?
Sure.
Sure. Spider-Man.
Like a teaser
Spider-Man
trailer?
had one.
That's teasers. Yeah. Okay.
No, is that one where he like puts the dudes between the twin towers? and, that whole thing?
And it wasn't in the movie at all.
Yeah.
Stop trying to stack the deck for your choices, buddy.
I'm just fucking talking.
You just fucking.
I'll throw my trash away wherever I want. You can't stop me.
Or win by disqualification.
What were some?
I'm going to say Tron Legacy.
Tron Legacy.
The first one that had that super blown out music at the
Yeah.
end.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. We
Very cool trailer. You guys seem to like that Mass Effect 3 trailer.
Yeah. Would anyone
I
talk
liked
Mass
it.
Effect 3?
Sure.
Oh, what about?
I think the Uncharted trailer was better than
the Portal
that, though.
2. Was it? It wasn't a trailer. Was it just gameplay? What was it? The Portal 2 one was really funny.
They've had a couple. Oh, the one with Wheatley with Stephen Merchant.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Like,
Is that a trailer? I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because it looked pretty awesome.
That was pretty funny.
The one where they encounter GLaDOS at the end.
Yeah. What other big games?
I'm not
coming
really
up this
interested in
year?
that.
Really? I thought that was phenomenal.
People are very excited about Portal 2, and
I wasn't until I started seeing the gameplay videos that they were releasing.
I
as
should
promotion.
point out that I have not seen those gameplay videos.
Yeah.
So
I was like you. I didn't care at all. I love Portal. Wasn't excited for the sequel until I saw those videos.
Those gameplay videos are nuts. It's not.
I'm going back to school for a degree in physics to be able to complete Portal.
Yeah, Portal 1 is nothing like Portal 2 from what I can tell. Portal 2 is like
It looks pretty
insane.
challenging.
did you guys like the Harry Potter trailer?
I thought the Harry Potter trailer was fantastic.
Yeah, but they always
It was,
have good trailers.
it was better than the movie.
Yeah, but would you nominate it then?
Yeah, I would.
Inception trailer was pretty good too.
That was a good one. I'll back you up on that one. I'll put it down.
Yeah. I'm not saying it should be nominated. I'm just saying it was good.
Well, it's fucking in the book.
It's a tough category. Last year we had ODST. We had the Old Republic trailer, which one? I mean, those were phenomenal.
Yeah.
We watched the Old Republic one again and again.
The Old
Yeah.
Republic one was. I'd give it again, except that they wouldn't put our trophy up.
Exactly. Maybe if we took the alcohol off the top. What could we put on top?
Maybe if we get a Sharpie and change the beer to boar.
It's change it to bear.
Bear. That'd be easier.
Okay, I think we're done with that, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. So now we're moving on to best TV show.
Modern Family.
Yep.
Oh, Modern
Right-
Family's good, but what is it you're watching that you made? You mentioned, I watched the first episode. I forgot the name of it already.
I was going to nominate it, but if you want to nominate my
no,
nomination for me, go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and assist your
Okay.
nomination.
Breaking Bad,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is fucking phenomenal.
I've only seen one episode, but I liked it.
Very good. Very good show.
The first episode is crazy.
Anybody else?
I'm throwing in Mad Men. This season of Mad Men was incredible.
Mad Men.
I know nobody else watched it but me, but it was awesome.
We've been watching 30 Rock.
30 Rock's been really good
Always
this year.
Sunny. Come on.
Always Sunny.
Always Sunny. Yeah, but
Not
this
the best
season-
season, but it's
No, but there have been some really high points this season.
D Gives Birth was a tremendous episode.
Yeah, there have been
and The
some
Gang
good
Gets Lost in the
episodes.
Woods was pretty awesome too.
Well,
The
well,
boat-
yeah.
the boat episode
They've
was
been on
good.
the boat episode was fucking yeah.
It's been a good
You just named 4 out of 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's
So,
true. It's
am
true.
I- am I
Always
ready?
Sunny.
Am I
Always
ready?
Sunny
Always
for
Sunny.
sure. Yeah.
I think that the thing is they just have a lot more money right now. So it's just that taking a show that was
Finding
meant,
that groove.
Yeah, like trying to keep
You
true to them.
Can't
show.
forget last year's winner, Lost, which had its final season this year.
Yeah, you can. You can forget it.
You like it?
We can all.
Yeah, once they got to that cork in the island that looked like a Disneyland set, yeah.
God damn, was that this year?
Once they got to the
Lost?
once they got to the last episode, they lost you. The last episode out of 22.
Was the last episode had the cork?
Yeah.
It wasn't 22, was it? It was 18.
Yeah, but if you
Was it the best show of the year? I mean, go ahead and put it down. Why not Lost? It was. I watched it and I was very excited. I was very happy to be there at the end of the show. I said that
tried to
away.
watch-
That I don't want you to make you think that I wanted it to end. I
You
didn't want it
liked
to end.
the ending.
I liked the ending. Is what
I
I'm
remember
saying.
you talking about it.
We tried to watch it, and they were like, "Why are they in a temple?" And it was like
just
it was
like, eh.
cheesy temple set. And we're like, "Oh, fuck it, we're not gonna try."
That set was
It
terrible.
was terrible.
It looked like Universal Studios.
yeah, like
Yeah,
they
it was
filmed it in
bad.
the Mummy set at
It's like
Universal
that was left over
Studios.
from Tomb Raider.
The Mummy.
Yeah.
What was up with that? You guys didn't get to the cork. That was weird.
The cork was weird.
Uh,
I liked it though.
So what else? Modern Family is a great choice.
God, that's a funny show.
Walking Dead's got to be on there.
Oh yeah, Walking Dead.
That was a huge hit for AMC. Also,
They're-
the network that brought you Mad Men
Yeah, they're
season
not-
4.
They're knocking it out of the park.
I'm very angry because I
Oh,
made Jeff and Griffin watch Mad Men, and they watched one episode and stopped because it was sexist.
Well, here's the thing. Jeff made a good point. Like, or you can go ahead and talk about it, but
I don't remember my point. I know. I can tell you why I didn't like the show off the top of my head.
Because it was sexist.
Not even the sexism thing, although it was pretty overt. I don't like. It's hard to get invested in a show where there's not a single redeemable character. And I was kind of into
Unless it's
Don
straight
Draper.
comedy.
I was kind of into Don Draper a little bit until you find out he's a terrible husband and father.
Tell me what
An
the
adulterer.
redeemable characters are in Breaking Bad and Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've only seen one episode of Breaking Bad, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean,
Always Sunny in Philadelphia is comedy. They're all
Comedy
lovably
works,
hateable.
I think.
It works for comedy.
Well, here's the thing.
lovingly hate Don Draper. Then it's easy.
Well, here when we first watched it, I hated it for obvious reasons. It's just hard for me. Well, I only,
What are the obvious reasons?
Okay,
though?
I tend to I tend to only watch comedy anyway because I don't like to sit down and depress myself.
It's true.
Like I don't want to have a stressful day, get home, sit down, and watch something that's going to make me cry. And I don't want to go home and sit down and watch women being treated like sex slaves in a fucking office.
I have to watch the rest of it.
I will make an effort, but so far I'm not hooked. And
Let me tell you this. It's the equivalent of me saying, hey, watch Exit to the Gift Shop. And I said, I turned it off after 5 minutes because I don't like to watch people commit crimes.
Okay,
Vandalism is a crime.
fair enough. I'll watch
It's the
another
same kind of
episode.
thing.
well, when we first watched it, you complained because you're like, I think that Bernie and Matt have a different opinion because they have boys and I have a girl, so it's hard for me to watch like women being treated this way.
It's true,
because I
too.
think about some guy.
I'm not
treating-
saying you're wrong. I'm just saying if you give it more of a chance, you'll see that the show is just as much about the women.
Okay.
You got to think about that period in time and the
Yeah,
changes
but
women
here's
have
the
went
thing.
through. You got to start somewhere.
There were two women in that show that seemed to be like the two main women. Christina Hendricks.
Yes.
I didn't like her. First off, out the bat, she seemed like a bad person. And then the younger secretary was kind of likable until she just decides to fuck the jerk. And then it's like, oh, I can't like her either because she's an asshole. You know? So, like, I didn't like the women either. If I could get behind the chicks, then maybe I would.
We've only seen one episode.
But I will definitely watch it. And it doesn't matter because the show of the year has not been mentioned yet.
What's that?
What is it?
Louis.
Oh, Louis. Yeah, Louis was
Louis is
good.
the best show I watched this year. Better than Always Sunny, better than Modern Family.
It's really crazy now. If you look at some of the best shows on TV, FX and AMC have.
Yep.
Yeah, they really stepped it up.
Yeah, they really have.
Louis is. I recently went through and we watched every episode. That show was awesome.
Walking Dead's also AMC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have,
And
they
you
have-
guys,
they have 3 of the shows on our list.
yeah, and you guys watching like True Blood?
4 of the shows, right?
Anything like that? Anything from HBO?
I never got into True Blood. I couldn't get
Yeah,
into it.
I couldn't get into it.
My wife likes it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Hillbilly Vampires is just.
It's way better than Twilight, but it's still just something about Anna Paquin. I just have never made that connection.
Oh no, I like her. I think she's hot.
Most people like her.
But I can see her. I can see the 45 seconds of each episode she's naked on the internet, and not have to sit through the show.
Awful. Okay, are there
I
any,
do like her name on the show.
what's her name?
Suki. They all have these Cajun accents. Her name is Suki. So they all call her Suki. It annoys the shit out of my wife because every time she watches it and someone says her name, I just immediately
You
scream.
repeat it.
Suki! From wherever I am in the house.
Nice. All right. Does anybody else want to add another TV show?
No, I'm good with Louis.
Yeah, I guess I'm done. Anything animated cool this year? Where do you even watch animated stuff anymore? It's like, I think the Saturday morning cartoons are gone.
well,
aren't they?
Futurama came back, right? But
Okay, guys,
There's
you guys were
some-
looking so forward to Futurama coming back. Why don't you just step up and nominate him?
It was pretty good.
Oh,
well,
shut the fuck
no,
up.
There's some,
I watched every episode. It was
there's
pretty
some
good.
bad episodes.
The first 4 episodes were kind of shitty, and then it really picked up. Episode 10 of Futurama this year, you can't watch that episode and not love it.
You can't watch 3 episodes of Mad Men, but you're going to sit through 4 shitty episodes of Futurama and come back week after week and watch the
4
fifth?
4 shitty episodes of Futurama is about the same length as 1 episode of Mad Men, isn't
That's
it?
double.
Double. There you go. I'll watch another. I've
Okay.
already said I'm going to watch another episode
All
of
right.
Mad Men.
You should watch Walking Dead, too.
Can
I
I
will.
ask you a question? Why did you think that I would like this show? Because
Because it's stylistic, it has
Oh.
awesome sets, and it's a period piece.
It's
Yeah.
And
fantastic.
you got to trust
sets.
me, if you keep watching I'm telling you, it's a long play, but the story is as much about the women. That Peggy character is very important. Joan character is very important. And Don Draper, you just gotta watch it. And this season was incredible.
I will fucking watch it, for God's sakes. I'll watch it just to get out of this conversation.
And Betty Draper, too. They're all great characters.
All right.
No, I mean, I understand.
Show of the year, I get it.
Yeah, characters, but I guess it's just I don't really want to sit and watch a show about the time that I'm really glad I don't live in. I don't know. I will give it a
I
shot.
don't have a problem
I'll give
with
it a
that.
shot.
And I did think the sets were great. Really great.
Yeah.
In the episode I watched.
Yeah, but you complained to me, Bernie, once about how you think they're too period. It's all done too well.
No, my complaint was that they're too true to the actual design of that time, the aesthetic, and they're getting to the point, they're getting on in years in the story, and they're getting to a part where I hate that style from that time.
It's like
okay.
it's like the end of Goodfellas.
Yeah.
When you're just like, what the fuck did they do to this house?
Like the 60s that are coming out of the 50s, that was awesome style and very cool stuff. But the 60s going into the 70s, not so cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, are you serious? 70s is
Lots
great.
of plastic.
70s,
and-
yeah, but 70s wallpaper, the best kind of wallpaper.
Yeah. Wallpaper, awesome.
That's why you love it. That's why you love it. Like in later episodes, there's a guy who's got an office. His whole office is white. And it's those molded one-piece plastic chairs or fiberglass chairs that are white,
It's like looking at 2001.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, why the hell? Where did they get all this stuff? And
That's pretty cool.
Really well done.
Well, I can't wait to go home tonight and watch 10 episodes of Mad Men. I'm really looking forward to it.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right after you watch Breaking Bad. All right, so we're moving on.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Best DLC.
There's a lot of easy ones in here.
I'm going to get one that you guys aren't going to give respect to because none of you played it or wanted to, but Minerva's Den for Bioshock 2 was tremendous. It was better than the game.
No respect for that.
It was fucking awesome.
I don't even know. I didn't even play it.
And I'll also
I'm gonna say
say
Shadow Broker.
Lair of the Shadow Broker was tremendous
Beat you to it.
for Mass Effect 2.
In a sense, don't we just have to nominate the main title and not the DLC? Because there were some titles that just, I mean, there's like 5 DLC releases for Mass Effect 2 this year.
Yeah, but
And they were all really good.
Lair of the Shadow Broker was better than the rest of them.
Let's just limit, though. Let's just limit to
the game?
Yeah, we won't have competing nominations within one title.
Okay.
Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption was incredible.
Sure.
So Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, and then I would say the Armory of General Knox for Borderlands. Both that and the Undead Nightmare for Red Dead. Those were full games on their own. I mean, there was so much content in those games.
Sacrifice.
In those DLC, I mean.
For Left 4 Dead 2.
2, yeah.
That was very interesting DLC.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
I played it across both games.
It's a good
Liked
DLC because it's short. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good
if you-
length.
If you do that, I mean, it's like then you're like, map packs for Halo or for
I don't
Call
know
of Duty.
if it's the same as a map pack.
There was story elements in it.
Yeah.
Essentially a map pack, guys. I mean,
They showed you who died and explained it.
I guess so. I also didn't like the fact that they released the same DLC for 2 different titles.
I thought that was cool because that was like you don't have to buy it you can buy it for whichever title you have. If you don't have Left 4 Dead 2, but you want to know what happens.
But
you can
as
buy
an
Left 4 Dead
achievement
1.
guy, I feel like which game do I want to be incomplete?
I just buy both. That's what I did.
And then play both.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass.
I guess.
Playing video games so
Yeah,
hard.
it's so hard to
play so
My name's Bernie. There's so many games I like. I don't want to play them again.
Listen, assholes. What else was there this year?
We're missing some stuff in there, I guarantee you. Gosh, what else came out?
What
this
about map
year?
packs? Were there any stellars, unbelievable map packs?
I thought Tempest was a great map.
Anchor 9 on Reach
Yeah.
is a great one. We're talking about the Noble map pack from
Noble
Halo
map
Reach.
pack. You got to throw that in
All
there.
right, Reach.
There was no DLC for ODST, right?
No.
Think about titles that we like to play. Mass Effect 2 we've already talked about. Red
Assassin's Creed had some free DLC. There was nothing there. What were the big titles? Call of
Dragon
Duty.
Age had some DLC, but I wouldn't.
Dragon Age had 7 DLCs.
Yeah, I was not the biggest fan in the world.
Dead. Has New Vegas started to get any DLC?
It
Comes out this 27th.
Yeah, later this month.
Are you going to play it, Gus?
Fuck yeah! That was a good trailer too.
Yeah.
Vegas?
The trailer for their DLC.
That was a great trailer. That's a very good point.
Oh, if we're going to talk about trailers, would Assassin's Creed Lineage count as a trailer for the Assassin's Creed series? They did that live-action Assassin's Creed stuff.
And it was also like a website, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's its own category.
Yeah, it is.
Default winner.
I'm not going to go back and put.
I can't
New Vegas
think of any other great DLC.
I got to say that the DLC for Fallout 3 might have burned me out on the Fallout series.
You think so?
Yeah, once I got to, was it Mothership Zeta?
Uh huh.
I had been through like 4 DLCs, and they were pretty meaty. And
Yeah.
I didn't play Fallout New Vegas. I didn't even pick it up.
Yeah.
And I have 1,500 points in Fallout 3. So
It was once they patched it and got rid of some of the show-stopping bugs, it got good.
I got a great DLC, which I can't believe hasn't been mentioned. Cataclysm.
Oh shit!
Is that a DLC?
That's an expansion pack.
Technically, I downloaded it.
yeah?
I downloaded it too.
I
would be an
would say it's
expansion.
DLC.
All
It's
right.
an expansion of an existing game.
All right.
Yeah,
You
fuck
couldn't just
it.
go to buy it itself, right?
No.
You had to have World of Warcraft.
Absolutely.
Blizzard, I hope you have space in your trophy case.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that might be a crusher right
That's
there.
unfair.
But it's definitely the most like it changes everything. You know,
Dude,
like,
Cataclysm
It's
is
fucking
awesome.
crazy.
It's fucking great.
This changes everything. So let me ask you this: so if we're going to nominate Cataclysm for best DLC of the year, can it be nominated for best video game of the year?
No, because the World of Warcraft would be the video game of the
Correct.
year.
So we're saying no, it can't be nominated as game of the year.
Fuck.
well, but
Look at Gus.
I guess it has to go into one or the other. It can't
Yeah,
go in
right.
both.
That's
It's
what I'm
going to go
saying.
one or the other. So let's give it DLC.
I say it's DLC.
Yeah.
I say it's
DLC.
DLC.
but is that true for all games? Like they can't be nominated for more than one category.
No, they just can't be both DLC and a game.
Well, World of Warcraft
I
didn't
see.
come out this
I see,
year,
yeah. Okay.
so
Did Force Unleashed put out that nightmare, blasphemous DLC?
oh, the Ewok, the indoor
That
DLC.
was, I don't want to give any spoilers, but man, that's not right.
No, I
Some
know.
of the stuff they did in that
I know.
DLC.
What they do?
Fucking with the
They
universe,
killed
dude.
Han Solo in the DLC because it's a quote unquote alternate timeline.
Killed Han Solo
Oh.
and Chewie.
I don't think that.
too.
I don't think alternate timeline should exist.
Dude, all I'm saying is if you're a Star Wars fan, I'm assuming the developers are Star Wars fans, you just don't mess with some stuff, dude.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you killed Princess Leia in it too.
I'm going to put it with this. If
I think I didn't play it.
Han Solo in the Tatooine, where is it? Cantina?
Mos
If-
Eisley?
Mos Eisley, thank you. If Greedo had shot first and Han then shot second and killed him, and George Lucas' response had been alternate timeline, you'd have been like, "Shut up, dude! That's
I was
bullshit."
going to say
Yeah.
Han Solo died. Guess he should have shot first.
Yeah, he should have. I think he did. I think he shot Chewie. They even made it so that Han Solo shoots Chewie and kills him.
I think that was an accident in Jack's playthrough.
It doesn't matter. It's so fucking lame. I mean, don't fuck with Han Solo.
Awful.
It's like literally they went through and they go, well, what characters haven't been fucked up canonically yet? Han Solo's still okay. Let's fuck him up. Yeah, I thought that was shitty. Who makes that game?
I don't know.
Boo, whoever you are. It's a terrible choice.
I think it's being brought in house to Lucas though.
Oh,
is it?
I think that's what they.
Oh,
the
get ready.
rumor.
Now Chewie will shoot at Han before Han shoots Chewie.
Get ready for the special edition of the Force Unleashed 2 DLC.
Yeah, you don't mess with don't mess with Han Solo, dude.
All right. So I think we're good on DLC.
Are we done with DLC? That was surprisingly painless and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Dead
we're on
Rising 2 any good DLC?
Well, it had Case Zero, but that was its own standalone thing, and it
Does
has
it-
Case West, which is once again its own standalone
And
thing.
it does, Case West, does that come out already?
Comes out next week.
Yeah, it just hasn't not out.
Or 2 weeks.
Okay. I know you're about to move on to another category, but I want to point out something here. He just mentioned Case Zero, which illustrates the fact that this year we have not established a best arcade game. Last year we had best arcade game, and I think we gave it to Shadow Complex, right? Am I wrong?
Did we do that?
I don't.
we
think
didn't
so.
send them a trophy.
Uh-uh.
We didn't have best
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Xbox Live arcade game?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I was
we
going to point out that we talked about a lot of arcade games for Xbox Live in the past. This year we have talked about almost no arcade games.
There was a great one that came out not too long ago.
Name it.
Pac-Man CE
No, Pac-Man.
DX,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Pac-Man CE DX.
Yeah.
This
C-
was a-
CE was the old one.
Yeah.
From a few years ago.
This was a tough year for arcade, though. I think it seems like it's fallen off a little bit this year. This year was Death Spank.
There's just a lot of competition. There three games a week come out pretty much every week.
I know, but last year was one game a week, and
Yeah, it was,
they were pretty good releases every week. And this year, when I go through the arcade new releases,
Limbo.
Limbo was a great
Limbo,
one. Super Meat Boy
Super Meat Boy. Yeah.
and
Case Zero.
Death Spank.
Death Spank,
We have enough for a category.
Pac-Man.
Monday Night Combat.
Monday Night
Yeah.
Combat was a very popular one.
It was very popular.
Yeah.
It wasn't my
there's
cup
that
of
Lara
tea, but
Croft game that didn't do very well.
a lot
Oh,
of people
yeah.
liked it.
That was okay.
It was okay.
But I wouldn't want to have a best arcade category. I would think it would just go up in best game.
Also, then do we have to have a best PSN category as well? And I don't feel like I know that area.
I don't want to become like the fucking GameSpot,
Yeah.
year-end awards where they have fucking 30,000 categories.
What's in your mouth? You're angry at GameSpot.
Yeah, fucking hate and spite. I'm reverting to my first language.
I remember when I first started hearing about GameStop. And I thought, why would they name their company just like GameSpot? It's so confusing. And now I never talk about GameSpot. I only talk about GameStop.
Anytime I say one of those names, I have to pause for a second and be like, which is which?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Awful. Someone change your name. Get on that. I don't know who's in charge of that, but it's fucked up.
Okay.
Pretty soon there'll be like a Game Pop or something like that. That will really be confusing.
Game Step.
Okay. Best game.
Best game. Is this the last category?
Should we?
Harry Potter.
That game was not good.
I'm just going to reach.
Halo Reach. Good one. Excellent. Excellent.
Black Ops.
I guess you got to throw that in there. I didn't play it, but so you tell me.
I liked Black Ops more than Modern Warfare 2,
Okay, then it deserves to be in there.
and I think we had Modern Warfare 2 as a candidate.
I will say
Well, I want someone to back me up.
I
You-
didn't.
you-
I'm not a big Call of Duty fan. You know,
I'll back you up on it. I'm sure it's.
I mean,
worthy
we
of
can
being there.
nominate it knowing that it's a very popular game, but I can't imagine that we're all going to vote for it just because none of us really play that series.
You played StarCraft, right? Is that
Yeah,
your
I was
Got to
gonna
put StarCraft in there.
StarCraft 2.
You're gonna have to put Red Dead Redemption in there.
Damn, Red Dead Redemption on there.
I'm going to put Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, you have to put Mass Effect 2, and I think Assassin's Creed Brotherhood
That
should
game
be in
looks
there.
amazing.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was tremendous. It might be my game of the year. Oh, you should throw Minecraft in there.
Minecraft, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put my Dark Horse on there again. I'm going to put up Angry Birds for Game of the Year.
Does it count? I thought it came out in 2000.
I think we
It came out
determined it came at the
after
very
our
end.
award.
Okay, well, Angry Birds is a fucking juggernaut.
Yep.
What about Heavy Rain?
Sure.
Reaching out to the PS3 side.
What do you think was better, Heavy Rain or God of War 3?
I didn't play God of War 3.
Oh,
Monty did, I think, didn't he?
Jack did too.
It seemed kind of cool when he was playing it.
I bought a PS3 to get a Blu-ray player, and I did my month of PS3 stuff, and then I bought the God of War collection, which is God of War 1 and 2, and I got so bummed out playing those two games that I didn't buy God of War 3.
Really?
I totally did it to prepare for God of War 3.
Why
So I'd
did
be-
you get bummed out by those games?
It was just they were just too old,
Ah.
and they didn't do anything to up-res them or anything like that.
Yeah.
I got bummed out at God of War, and I was like, forget this. I also like the way Gabe and Tycho at Penny Arcade describe games sometimes overhypes the game itself. Like their ability to descriptively build the game up makes me anticipate it too much, and then I play it and never quite lives up to it.
Yeah.
So it's you have to be careful if you read Penny Arcade and not get overhyped. And I remember how they described God of War 2 as being like this incredible experience.
yeah.
And then I played a little bit of God of War 2, and I was like, okay.
You can never go back.
No, you can't go that far back for sure.
Yeah, dude, that's a tough one. Mass Effect 2 is really good.
There's a lot.
Reach
of
was
games on
really
here.
good. Assassin's Creed was really good. Assassin's Creed's the most fresh in my mind.
We just talked about arcade games potentially being on this. Is there any arcade game that should be on Game of the Year?
No, I don't think so.
Limbo, should it be on there?
I didn't care for it that much.
I
Yeah.
didn't think it was. I think it looked cool, but I didn't think it was
What about
there.
Dead Rising 2?
Not me.
No.
No, okay.
No. I didn't even finish it.
Is that
Really?
true?
Yeah.
I didn't really play it. I mean, I played Case Zero, and that was enough of a Dead Rising experience. I
Exactly.
wonder how many people played Case Zero and then stopped.
I do wonder if it backfired on him because
I wonder, too.
I loved the shit out of Case Zero and I was so excited, and then I got Dead Rising 2 and I played it for about 2 days and I was like, I've already played this game for a week and a half.
I think I beat it twice.
Really?
Yeah. Dead Rising might be one of my. It's easily my top 5 on the Xbox 360 platform of all time, and maybe top 10 at this point. But I didn't even pick up Dead Rising 2.
I can't
After Case Zero.
I can't recommend Fallout. I can't recommend
Fable
Fable.
3. Fable 3 came out, yeah, but it's not. I still don't think it's as good as Fable 2.
I know people are going to say that I didn't nominate New Vegas, but I was just so fucking pissed off by technical problems and bugs in that game that I refused to nominate it or support it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the game was fucking horseshit.
Wow.
They should not have
Okay.
shipped that game in the state it was in.
Gus came out swinging.
Yeah, it did.
As I played the game, walking through doors took longer and longer and longer.
He showed me. He loaded. Walking through a door took him 2 minutes.
Or longer. Like, I had to play the game with my laptop there so that I could have something to do during loading screens.
Wow.
It was terrible.
And then when they released the dashboard update for Kinect, like a month after the game came out, it really fixed that problem. The
Oh, really?
load times are still there, but it's a lot better. But it was still disappointing that they could fix it and it was shipped in that state.
Right.
Are you guys playing any Kinect games?
Yeah, Connected Ventures a little bit.
Nah, not
But,
really.
you
I
know.
picked them. I picked up a lot of them, and I've played almost all of them.
There's just no core games for it yet.
Not yet, at least.
I don't know if there ever will be, but
Borderlands. I'm gonna throw Borderlands on there.
Borderlands
they
was
did
last
not
year.
come out this year.
Really?
Yeah,
it was last
Borderlands
year.
was like last October.
Did we nominate last year?
Yeah,
no.
I think
Did we?
so.
Okay.
Good game.
Well, we have a really solid list.
So put it on the list.
No.
Would you recommend Dragon Age?
Not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I played it. I finished it. I think every game on here is better than Dragon Age.
Okay. I can't nominate Crackdown 2.
Else. You want to talk about Minecraft? I mean, we threw it out there, but Minecraft was a really interesting game.
Took the internet by storm, as it were.
You were saying that it was inspired by another game. I think I read your journal.
Yeah, apparently there's another game called Infiniminer, and I did not know this, but Minecraft is essentially a clone of another game that nobody's ever heard of, and that wasn't successfch. And
You think that guy's fucking pissed?
I would imagine
That's
that
bizarre.
maybe he is focused a little bit on the success of Notch. I think. But Notch, when he put up his first video, the guy who developed Minecraft, one dude, by the way, they estimate now it's made $7.8 million US.
Wow.
In beta. And,
Alpha.
in alpha, thank you. And the first video he ever put up demonstrating the engine, which was just showing how the train builds itself, he in his description, he called it a clone of Infiniminer, or an Infiniminer clone.
Well, that's going to be a lawsuit in about 18 months.
Is it, though?
At least the original wasn't called, like, Craft Mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crafty
if Saints Row hasn't had their pants chewed off by Grand Theft Auto, I mean, what?
People are always suing at late times. Like, did you just read, like, one of the dudes from, what's that Insane in the Membrane band?
Cypress Hill, yeah.
One of the dudes from Cypress Hill just now sued Rockstar for using his likeness in San Andreas.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you say? That CJ?
CJ.
Was based on him?
Based on him.
Huh.
Dude,
Interesting.
that game came out 6-7 years ago?
You talked about the Social Network. There's two brothers that had a website that is supposedly Mark Zuckerberg, Times Person of the Year 2010.
That's right.
That he worked on their site and then broke off to make Facebook, and basically just took their idea and made Facebook. And they sued him at some later point. This is news. It's not a spoiler for the movie. This is actual real life stuff. They sued him, and I think they each got $64 million. And then so they got their money, and they sued, and they won, and they got $64 million. And then they go off. Now they're back suing again. How can you do that?
double sue?
Double dip?
Yeah, they're like, we felt he was less than honest the first time. It's like, when you sued him for being dishonest? Of course.
It's like, well, we know we could have gotten more, so
Well,
we got to do this
64
again.
million
Exactly.
not
That's
enough.
exactly what it is. Now it's
Yeah.
worth even more, so we're going to sue for even more.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
You know what you should have done? You should have invested in Facebook with your $64
Should've-
million.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Or built in, like, future dishonesty into your initial judgment. Jeff,
Yes, sir.
you've got $64 million. You got it by suing somebody for taking your product. You got $64 million cash in the bank. Bang, $64 million.
Dude, I'm so excited.
What would you do to stay out of court from that point on for the rest of your life? To not, you would not sue anybody ever again?
I would have to think that $64 million would be enough for me.
Right.
I mean, I could spend $1 million a year for the next 64 years and be fine.
Let me do my math on that.
I'd be 99
It works
when
out.
I ran out of money. I mean, come on.
And that's not even including interest.
I mean, $64 million, go buy a fucking island.
And what you do is you buy $64 million of Apple stock.
Yeah.
And the next year you have fucking $128
Or if you're
million.
Joel, you buy $64 million worth of gold.
Joel was talking about the economic collapse.
Joel
the
was
other day.
doomsdaying me this morning. In
Was
my
he again
office.
today?
Yeah.
You know,
serious about it.
I was in line at the coffee shop the other day, and I guess in front of me were two realtors who just happened to be there. Like, they just happened to bump into each other and hadn't seen each other in a long time.
Uh-huh.
And they started talking. One of them was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm trying to sell this house. I'm trying to help some clients buy this house over here. This whole economy thing's really fucked up. They want to buy the house in gold." And
Excuse me?
the second real estate agent was like, "What? Really?" And she was like, "Yeah, they converted all their cash to gold during the big economic scare, and now they're trying to figure out how to switch it back to cash to buy this house, and it's a whole ordeal. It's taking forever."
Yeah, like, where do you spend? I mean, what do you do with
Yeah,
gold?
so apparently I should have followed her to find out where these people live. They have a giant stash of gold somewhere.
Cashforgold.com,
No
right? Just mail your bricks in.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah.
And it's so
really
funny because when
weird.
you buy gold, you're assuming that anyone's going to want it in the future because
That's
it
a
really
good
doesn't
point,
have
though.
any value. I mean, it has value in itself, but what do people do
No.
with it?
What is the value that gold has? Different than
It's
money,
a rock.
honestly.
It's a yellow rock.
It has no industrial value. It's not like you have to have gold.
Yeah.
You just
You
assign it a value the way we assign money a value.
You can-
That's what I don't understand about the gold thing.
You use it in some electronics.
Some.
Yeah.
But
But it's like
copper's way more valuable than gold in terms of industrial usage.
Yeah.
Like, you
Right?
always have a
Yeah.
use for
or
copper.
iron.
Yeah,
Well,
use
there's a
that-
lot more iron.
Seems like you use that shit a lot more.
Or what was the
Joel-
one we were talking about the other day? Lithium?
Yeah, lithium is like super, super, super.
Or helium.
useful.
We're running out of helium. Let's all carry on balloons for
Well,
currency.
all I know
You know,
is that
we
Joel,
are at peak helium. I don't know if you know that.
Joel was telling me that
I know.
gold is,
Yeah,
$1,040 an ounce right now or whatever, and in 5 years it's going to be $5,000 an ounce. So
Yeah.
we should get it.
Fuck. Joel remembers.
but-
Joel should be old enough to remember the old initial gold crash from the early '80s.
Yeah.
If I got overinflated, then the price fell on it.
Yeah, but Joel actually does know some stuff, like something about this, right? Like he recommended you buy like stock in something, and you didn't do it because we didn't have the money to spend, and it would have been a
It
really
went
good
from like
investment.
$7 to like $90.
But here's another thing too: is that it's people know a lot up to a point, and usually that point is when they realize that everything's going to fall apart. And
Yeah.
usually, I mean, historically, people who predict that everything's going to fall apart have been wrong every single time. I mean, in my lifetime, I've heard many times when you should buy gold. The most recent was 2
Yeah.
years ago.
This is also, we're also talking about Joel who 6 months or even 8 months ago was telling us that historically this is a great time to get in the stock market because historically the stock market's going to rebound and you're going to make a ton of money on it. And he preached that to us for 2 years. And this morning he was telling me, get out of the market. The market's terrible. Buy gold. You've got to buy gold. I was like, I thought you've been telling me the stock market's historically going to rebound and I'm going to make all my money back for the last 10 years. And now you're telling me that it's going to go down in flames and I need to buy gold
But it's at
immediately.
like 2-year highs now.
I know.
That's
Not
why
for
I'm
long.
saying get out.
Oh.
The U.S. dollar's crumbling, according to Joel. It's not going to be worth the paper it's printed on.
Yeah, it's a tough deal when you make a lot of money, but the money that you're making is not worth anything. That's
Yeah.
a little bit of an issue. So best dollar.
How did we get here?
So I'm going to nominate gold for best currency of the year.
It's definitely not the euro.
I'm going to go with lithium.
Thanks, Greece. You going with lithium for the best currency of the year?
Yeah.
All right.
I say helium. I like the idea. We're running out of helium. It's rare. We need helium for stuff.
Uh-huh.
We can all just carry around balloons like a wallet, and then we hand it to people. And like some dude will like you give him
That'd be
your
3/4 of balloons,
for
sir.
a car, and then when you leave, he like sucks some of the helium. He's like, "This is hydrogen. I was ripped off." You son of a bitch. It'd be awesome if bankers walked around all day like, "Hey, everybody." Some rich dude had a super high voice.
Would you like to make a deposit?
But you don't like if you're a dealer, you don't know how to use your product.
That's
What's
true.
that?
You don't get high
You don't
on
want to be
your
a
own
user
stash.
if you're a dealer.
I like to associate bankers with the users.
All right. Well, I think that's all of our categories, so we can enter the freeform
Portion of the podcast.
which I think we've already entered some time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, what about for the freeform portion? What about Harry Potter?
All right. So should we wrap this thing up?
I
or do you
guess
guys
so.
have
I
anything else
wanted
you want to talk
to
about?
do say a little thing. Hold on, I think I unplugged myself.
We just got a package from Dominic, and I'm going to open it. Oh, is that what you were going to do?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Way
I
to
thought,
go.
I thought I was going to say something. I was going to do while Griffin was making some point. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
Thank you, Count 3D, aka Dominic.
Oh, let's check this shit out.
Here we go.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go over our nominations. We'll post them on the website. I'll post a journal or something, and we'll announce our winners in next week's podcast of the 29th, which is our final podcast of the year.
Jesus,
Final
is it
podcast.
really?
Can you believe we're already going to close in on episode 100 of the podcast?
What number is the final podcast of the year?
94.
Wow, dude. What are we going to do for our 100th podcast?
So we're going to go skiing.
Nice. Like this kind of
Yeah, skiing.
dude skiing? All right.
Griffin, wow. Griffin, so since I stole your thunder here, why don't you actually tell us what's in this package?
Oh, I just want what's in the package. I don't really need to
Do you
tell
already know what's in there?
Yeah, it says on the since it's coming from Canada, it has to say what's in it, and it says chocolate from Canada. So that's what I'm assuming it is.
It's chocolate-coated beaver tail.
And it has everyone's names on it,
That's Carrie's.
but Carrie doesn't know that
Oh,
about
yeah.
this
He
yet.
reads the
so-
podcast.
He reads the podcast. Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
No, he reads the synopsis.
Yeah. Well,
But
thank
that
you.
guy-
Thanks again, Count 3D.
No.
No, come on, bust
Let's
this shit
open it
out.
up.
Give us
Come
our
on.
stuff.
God, you're so bad at this.
Jesus Christ.
Brandon?
That's
Eat that one
his.
first.
Yep. Well, I'll throw this one in his trash can.
Jeff.
This is for us.
Gus and
you get-
Esther.
I was
if you
excited
give
until I saw that
Brandon-
ours is smaller than Bernie and Jordan's.
If you give Brandon a box of chocolate, he'll probably just think it's the color. You know? I've never heard of this. He hadn't heard of something the other day. God, what hadn't he heard of? God, what was that thing?
A trash bag, apparently.
Yeah, damn it.
Oh, that one's mine.
We're opening gifts. It's just like Christmas morning wherever you are. That looks like nougat.
Oh,
What is
dude,
this?
it's like a fudge taco. Look at this. This is awesome.
It's like a fudge taco.
What's up?
Oh, you got a little plush toy.
Oh, this is one of the mascots from the Vancouver Olympics.
Oh, that's cute.
Looks kind of like my dog.
Oh.
Millie got a little Vancouver, like a little Olympic kid.
Yeah, look at this.
Amiga.
I got this little happy round bear.
Oh, look
I
at
guess
that,
this is
yeah.
for the kids. And then this is like a little. It's a beaver.
Which one's the pedo bear?
Hey, you know what? New category. User of the year. Dom.
Count
Just
3D.
one.
Thanks, Dominic.
And
Oh, and I
leave his
got
own.
a Choco Taco
Thank you so
Oh
much,
my
Dom.
God, you got a Choco Taco?
Nice.
or chocolate Oreo from the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory.
I got a tin of turtles. So thank you very much, Dominic.
Dom, you're the best.
Thanks, Dom.
And for everyone else who's bored, senseless, listening to us open gifts,
Or try to
Sorry.
say it.
Yeah, I got a mouthful of turtles. I like turtles.
Was that this year? I like turtles.
I think that was last year.
Good Lord, I think it was like 3 years
Yeah,
ago. I like
That's been
turtles.
some time. All right, well, let's wrap this shit up. Let's go eat our chocolate tacos.
Well,
Okay.
what about personal highs and lows for the year? Gus, what was your personal high and low for 2010?
My personal high was the same as my personal low. It was getting to meet the Frag Dolls here in Austin.
Why was that?
Because you met him in drag.
you met them
I
and
got
had
to
to
meet
dress
them.
up as a
I
girl?
got to meet them naked and in drag. Awesome.
Brooke made him a little bow for his hair.
Yeah, it turned out pretty well.
I had fun at Woodstock when we got to share the stage with Neil Gaiman and Adam Savage. That was cool.
Our low was getting robbed, I think.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
My high would be either a tie between how awesome Revelation turned out or starting Immersion, which was a lot of fun.
Immersion's great. I think that my high so far is probably Left 4 Dead Door making it onto Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to pick a low.
Carrie.
You guys should try getting robbed.
My
It won't be
laptop,
hard.
my laptop got stolen from me.
There you go. That's a low.
I kind of sucked balls. So hopefully that won't happen in 2010.
Gus's low might have been when his sewage pipe exploded.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Had to replace all that stuff. My shit pipe.
Your shit pipe was exposed for the world to see for a month.
Yeah. And the one time a hurricane came through Austin, my fucking pipe was all exposed.
Yeah, my low is hard to pick. It's between Joel or Jack. I really can't think of it. But anyway, we really appreciate everyone listening to the podcast over the course of 2010. And our 100th show is coming up, and I'm sure that Gus has some huge gala affair planned.
event. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very exciting.
Beer hats.
Black tie affair.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Ho,
Good
ho,
luck.
ho.
Good luck to all of our nominees.